Hey everybody, this is Dave from Growing the Home Garden. I'm going to talk to you today about a plant that is great for gardens, that is safe from deer, and is just a good all-around plant that provides evergreen foliage throughout the winter. Okay, and that's the hellebore. Here you have one of our hellebore plants. This one, it blooms with a purple colored flower, and as you can see, it's got this evergreen foliage. Here's the new foliage to it that's just coming out this spring, which, you know, it's funny, it's like almost 70 degrees today and it's January. That's crazy. But over here, okay, is what you typically see in the winter. It's kind of the more established foliage from last year, but it gives you a nice stand of evergreen foliage in the wintertime. This particular one has white blooms on it. And they're also known as the Lenten Rose. And the Lenten Rose is called that because during the period of Lent, they have a tendency to bloom. So that's what you got. But the hellebores, they're very easy to take care of. I've not had any transplanting issues or anything like that. They do love to grow from seed, so I get lots of little baby hellebores all over the place. I think perhaps what helps with that is having two different varieties next to each other. Can't confirm that, but I've got this purple variety next to the white variety, and I seem to get quite a few seedlings off of it each year. Gives me good stock to transplant to other areas. But by far my most favorite thing about the hellebore is the deer resistance. The deer rarely ever bother a garden that I have that has hellebores in it. I think it's kind of a disguise. They don't like the hellebores, and so they leave all the other plants alone that are in that garden area, particularly the hostas. I mean, I've had gardens where my hostas just get devoured by the deer. It's a salad bar for them. And ever since I started interplanting my hellebore plants with the hosta plants, they really have stayed away from them. So I've got hellebores here in this garden bed, and usually there's a combination of hostas that appear. That's a lady in red hydrangea. Of course, this time of year there's no foliage on it. Oak leaf hydrangea, which has dropped all of its foliage for now. But underneath all these leaves, I would normally have hostas coming up. Various different things like ginkgo craig, just a typical alba, things like that. But over here, you can see more hellebore babies appearing right through there. Let's walk over this way a second. We just had 2 inches of rain just about, so everything's all wet and sloshy. There I've got some pachysandra planted as a ground cover. But coming over here, I've got another hellebore. But in this spot would be guacamole hosta, which you can't see because of all the leaves. And then you come down a little bit here, more pachysandra. Got to do some weeding too. And then here, another hellebore with some bright green foliage coming out, the new stuff. And then there's the old stuff, but all over this area. And I'll link to the hosta tour video that I did here. You can see it's covered in hostas, this whole area, during the rest of the year. And the deer never touch it. And I think the majority of that reason is because of this plant right here, the hellebore. So I've got them spaced out a little bit. They're not all together. I'll probably add some more so I can get some more winter color, or evergreen color in the winter. But we've got more hellebores there. Little pot that's got a hosta in it. That pot has hostas in it. And there's more there. And then there's a bunch more here. So all that area is protected by the deer, from the deer, with the hellebore. See over here, got another one, and another one. And most of those came from seed. One of them I got from a plant swap, and then the other one I got from the Tennessee Lawn and Garden Show a few years ago. But all the rest of these all came from seed from those two, which I think is pretty cool to get that many free plants off of something. So anyway, I highly recommend these in the garden. They're strictly ornamental, but they're a great plant to have. They definitely help you out with the deer if you've got deer trouble. It gives you something that you can grow that they're not going to bother. So with that, if you have any questions, post them down in the comments. I would love it if you could subscribe to this YouTube channel for Growing the Home Garden, and please like that post, this particular video, because that really helps us out. So thanks, and this is Dave from Growing the Home Garden. Hope you're having a great winter and looking forward to spring.